What's good? What's good? So, it's been a little minute since I made a video about anything, and let me see. I don't even know where to start. This is definitely going to be a cooking video, but I wanted to say some things before I actually got there. But like I said, it's been a little minute. It's been a little over a month now. But let me see. Anyway, let me say a lot. Let me just put it like this. I had to stop with the extra stuff that I was doing for my to get me through a day, which was cooking and recording and having mother-daughter question answer, doing these little TikTok bullshit, all that type of stuff. I had to refrain from all of that because my mental was unbalanced. My energy was unbalanced. I was off mentally, emotionally, and physically. I was so into my head about stuff that I know I can't help. And I had to I had to really check myself because I forgot who the fuck I was for a long minute. I forgot who the hell I am. Period. Like, for real. And I mean that in a good way. I lost myself in my head. And it took over my body. My soul. And I promised myself I was not going to go back down that lane to where I get into this dark space. I wasn't doing that this time. I wasn't doing that again. Period. That was not about to happen. So I had to figure something out for myself. Like, quick, fast, in a hurry. And, I got in tune with my 7 chakras. And I started meditating. I've been on my spiritual little journey or whatever for a few years now. I've always been a person that was into astrology and zodiac signs, as far as the zodiac sign, should I say. Learning about what each sign represents, what they mean, blah blah. A few years ago I started the actual staging of my body and my home and all that. Anytime I felt like I was being negative or there was a negative spirit around me or whatever. But this time a lot of stuff was so different. I feel like I've been reborn. Physically and emotionally. I just feel like a whole new person. I'm not even gonna question it, cause why question something that's positive? I'm not gonna question it. I will say, in all these years that I've been into the astrology stuff, I've done my birth chart. I've done my birth chart so many times in my life. Okay, I started really getting into this astrology stuff when I was 15, and just okay, boom, reading your horoscope and all that type of stuff. Okay, so a person I always had people who knew that I do that, I really like it, ask me about this sign, that sign, this sign, that sign, and I always felt like I just knew that sign like this, that sign like that, F that sign, F this sign, that was me. But doing my birth chart, I did my birth chart about 2 weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago. With your birth chart. By the way, I went to cafeastrology.com. So, I had to put in my name. I put in my first and last name. You gotta put in the time you were born. You gotta put in, obviously, if I didn't just say your birthday, and the state. The city you were born in. And I've done it before, but I never understood it. And once I started to understand it, that's what made me redo my birth chart again. And a lot of the times we think that because we are a Leo, which is my sign, and I'm a cusp sign, so I'm a Leo Virgo. I thought I had Leo. Obviously, I have Leo in me because that's my sun. My sun sign, which is my main sign. But I thought I had some Virgo in me because I'm on that cusp and I'm a Leo Virgo. I have 0 Virgo on my chart. So a lot of the times we think because of our main zodiac sign being like, you know, Leo, Aquarius, Pisces, and, you know, all that type of stuff. We think that everything that you read about that one zodiac sign resonates with you. For me, people kept saying like, Leo's is like this, or Leo's this, and Leo's that. And I'm just like, most of that shit didn't resonate with me. And I didn't understand why, because I'm like, I am a Leo. But I was like, well, maybe because I'm on a cusp sign, that's why this don't resonate with me, and that don't resonate with me. I even have so many people who say they've met other Leos, okay? Leo females, because Leo, like, men and women are different in zodiac signs. They're not the same at all. But I even had people talking about, like, you different than any, like, Leo female that I've ever met. This and that and that and this. And I really just never understood certain stuff. Okay, so when I read my birth chart, let me tell you this, okay? I got Leo is my sun. Scorpio is my fucking moon. Who would have ever thought? Venus, Venus is, my Venus is Cancer. But I have a lot of Scorpio and, of course, Leo in my chart. So you would think that I could be a Leo damn Scorpio. I got a little Capricorn. No, not Capricorn, my bad. Aquarius, a little bit of Sagittarius. Now, I'm a fire sign, so, like, you know, I would understand some of that. But I'm just like, the Scorpio part of it. The Scorpios are water signs. So, water, fire. That's why I'm hot and cold, I guess. A lot of stuff just started to make sense to me, though, about me. You know what I'm saying? It really did. And I recommend this to people who don't understand it, who don't know, because I'm telling you, you're not just your one sign. We have more than one sign in this. We have several. I even read about my daughter. I did my daughter's stuff. And when I tell you, like, she's an Aquarius, but she has some other traits in her, and I just like, wow. The thing about the birth chart, it tells you all this: sun, moon, Venus, Jupiter, rising, all of that. You definitely have to know. You don't have to, but it's great to know what time you were born. That does not change your sun, moon, or Venus. But if you know exactly what time you were born, it's great for your rising sun. So anyways, I did it for my daughter, and my goodness, like, when I tell you that I'm already almost 10 minutes or 9 minutes in, it was like, wow. It made me understand her a lot more. It made me, just like for myself, I understand myself more on why I've been a certain way, or why I was a certain way. But I'm not going to let certain things that I did read, you know, take over nothing. But the good thing about it, it does really tell you what each thing means, and why, and this and that and this. So that was amazing. But I'm feeling good. Mentally, I feel good. Emotionally, I'm better. I'm getting better day by day. That's going to be the one that's going to be a little bit more harder for me to get through. But, you know, that for me, that's life. You know, my emotions is like different, because when something like never mind, we ain't gonna do this today. But I'm feeling great. Like, you know, I didn't shed some of the pounds I promised myself I was gonna shed. Like, I'm happy. Because I don't know, I kept hiding stuff within me. Like, I kept hiding stuff for me, like, because I didn't want to, I guess you could say, really think about it, or just really think that if this is reality, like, stop. Just don't. Like, you can't help this. You can't help that. You gotta think about Cassie. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about you and how if you continue on this way, how this is going to fuck you up in the long run. Ain't nobody gonna give a fuck. So, damn. Anyways, I'm about to get into this little cooking tutorial. So stay tuned. Okay, and I am back. So I'm about to just go over everything that I'm using for today's meal. Very, very, very simple. I actually did this about 5 months ago before I started recording the things that I cook for my channel. And I actually loved it. So let's go over everything. So anyways, today I am doing a homemade chicken sandwich with the works. It's Cassie's way. So anyways, where should I start? So the carbs is so in the flour for me, and then also the bun I will be using, which I'm going to be using the onion hamburger buns. These are so bomb. Like, I like them without nothing on it, with some like the it's like this garlic. No, it's like an onion cream cheese. It's really good without nothing but that on there. It's like having a bagel. Anyways, I feel like I'm losing my voice. I got my asparagus because, like I said, the carbs is in the bun and in the flour for me. And then I got the potato wedges that my daughter wanted. I did add a little seasoning for them, for her. I got my lettuce, tomatoes, and my avocado because that's what I like on a sandwich, on anything of the sort. And since I don't eat red meat no more, you know, I'm on veggie burgers. I haven't even had an actual turkey burger in a while. I've had like the veggie turkey. It's like tofurkey veggie burgers. And so this is the first time in a while that I am eating this type of a meat as far as being in a burger form. So that here is my buttermilk and egg mixture to put my chicken in, and I'm about to actually soak my chicken in that after I'm done going over everything. Got my flour. So when I did this about 5 months ago, I did use breadcrumbs and a mixture of flour. So what I did was I put it in the wet batter, I put it in the flour batter, then I put it in the wet batter again, and then I put it in the breadcrumbs, and I fried it. But I don't have no breadcrumbs, so we're just going to be using flour today. I got my turkey bacon, which is uncured turkey bacon, the best bacon you can buy, I promise you. It's so good. You going from like pork and all that type of stuff when it comes to bacon, this is like the best bacon to buy. It's really, really good. It's not like the other bacon that it seems like it's like a piece of paper and you eating it and it's chewy. It's not like that at all. Then I have my beautiful seasoned chicken breast. So with the chicken breast, I made up my own seasoning because I noticed that I'm always using like variety of like seasonings and all that type of stuff. So this is a mixture. I have two different ones. This mixture has the cayenne pepper in it, which is you know, it makes it spicy a little bit. So this is just some Himalayan salt, some and I just put it all in one little bottle instead of just using several different bottles. So as I said, this is the cayenne pepper, Himalayan salt, some Old Bay seasoning, a little bit of Creole seasoning, some parsley, some pepper, and a little onion powder and a little garlic powder. That's all my own seasoning that I put together because I always use that. And I made this seasoning right after the last time I cooked, and I put it on something. And when I tell you it's so good, it's so good. Like if I wanted to be like a chef or something like that and really come up with my own like little stuff, I promise you everything I'll be on top. But this ain't my calling, so I'm gonna leave it to the people who truly can do this all the time at all times and all that. So yes. So anyways, this is everything that I'm going to be using for today's meal. So stay tuned for the next part of the video. Alright, so okay. So I have my oven set to 375. That's going to be for my asparagus, which I didn't say earlier. I put a light amount of Himalayan salt with some olive oil, toss it together, and that's just going to go straight in the oven, along with my turkey bacon. I'm going to do my asparagus for about 18 minutes, and I'm going to do these for about 12. Got my oil ready for potato wedges, and my oil is getting hot already for, ooh, it's getting a little bit too hot for my for my chicken. What I didn't say also is that if you choose, you don't have to do the buttermilk and egg mixture. You can just do buttermilk or just egg. It's up to you. I chose to do this. I like it like this, so that's why I'm doing it this way. And I'm just about to coat my chicken and put it in the fryer. So stay tuned. Okay. So I'm about to flip this over for the first time. I'm gonna just let that go ahead and cook. I'm about to turn the burner on for these potato wedges, and then I am now about to put my turkey bacon and my asparagus in the oven. So what I'm gonna just do is I'm gonna just take my my turkey bacon out before the asparagus. So stay tuned for the next part. Period. This is the finished product. I did add some cheddar cheese to that. I don't know if you can see it. Beautiful. Period. And of course it tastes good because it's made by me. So as always, thank you for listening, and until next time, light and love and peace.